Welcome back to the deep dive. We dig into important sources, pull out the core wisdom, really aiming to get you well informed, often with some, surprising insights.
Hmm.
Today, we're tackling something quite special. It's ancient wisdom from Imam Jafar al-Sadiq's work, Lantern of the Path.
A truly foundational text.
Exactly. And we're focusing on the four aspects of conduct. Think of it as a guide to living deep, but also very practical. Okay, let's unpack this.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is just how timeless these ideas are. I mean, written centuries ago, but it's not just history.
Right.
It feels like a blueprint, almost, for living intentionally today. It gives this universal guidance for growth, for figuring out your place. It's genuinely a map.
Absolutely. And the core idea in Lantern the Path, it's actually pretty simple on the surface, but wow, it's powerful. It suggests that everything we do, our whole conduct, is shaped by just four key relationships.
For fundamental connections.
Yeah. Imagine having a clear framework for, well, pretty much everything. That's what we're diving into. So these are our relationship with the law, with our own self, with creation, meaning, other people, and finally with this world.
Hmm.
And the brilliant part, each one isn't just a vague idea. It's broken down into 7 specific principles, like a real roadmap.
Very practical.
So let's start at the beginning, the foundation, our conduct with Allah. The text presents this as the spiritual cornerstone, right? Everything else rests on this.
It really is the foundation, and there are 7 pillars here. The first one is giving him his due.
Okay, what does that mean in practice?
Well, it's about fulfilling those core duties and obligations we have. Prayer, sure, but also living with integrity, being conscious of his presence in our lives.
Wow.
And right alongside that is the second principle, keeping his limits.
So respecting boundaries.
Exactly. Divine boundaries, what's right and wrong. Making sure our actions line up with that moral compass he's given us.
So it's very active, very mindful, not just sort of passively believing. You mentioned these are practical. How do the next ones build on this?
They really deepen the connection. The third is being thankful for his gift, cultivating real, genuine gratitude for everything we receive, big or small.
Mm-hmm.
Then number 4 is being content with his decree. This is about accepting his plan, his wisdom in all circumstances,
Like the tough ones.
especially the tough ones, which leads right into the 5th. Being patient with his trials, enduring hardships with steadfastness, with trust, not despair.
Okay, when you talk about content with his decree and patient with his trials, that sounds, well, it sounds quite active, not just rolling over and accepting things passively.
That's a crucial point.
What does that really mean day to day, especially when things go sideways?
You're right, it's absolutely not passive resignation. Being content, being patient, these are active engagements with reality. You acknowledge what's happening, a loss, a difficulty, but you frame it within a bigger picture, within divine wisdom. It's about consciously choosing that inner calm, that perseverance, instead of, anger falling apart. The real insight, I think, is that this builds incredible inner resilience.
okay.
It reframes challenges not just as things to get through, but as opportunities for growth. It anchors you. It really changes how you experience life's ups and downs.
That reframing is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Finding strength in that acceptance. Okay, so what are the last couple of principles for our conduct with Allah?
The last 2 really elevate things. Number 6 is glorifying his sanctity, recognizing and honoring his sacredness everywhere, seeing his signs all around us. And the 7th, finally, is yearning for him, actively nurturing that deep, heartfelt desire for closeness, for connection. So you see, it moves from obligation to this really personal, resilient, loving relationship. That's the core.
That resilience piece is huge for facing the outside world. But then there's the internal stuff, isn't there? The battles inside. Which brings us to the second relationship, our conduct with our own self. This is maybe the trickiest one for a lot of us, that constant inner journey. Here's where it gets really interesting. This is all about that inner work, transformation.
Yeah, this internal journey is critical. And again, 7 principles guide it. The first one is fear.
Fear. That sounds intense.
Well, it needs clarification. It's not terror, not paralyzing fear. Think of it more like awe, reverence, a healthy caution about displeasing the Creator.
Yeah.
It steers you away from wrongdoing,
Yeah.
like a moral compass. Then second, there's striving.
Constant effort.
Constant, sincere effort for self-improvement, always trying to be better.
Okay, so fear as a guide and striving as the engine. What else?
They push us towards self-mastery. Third is enduring harm, bearing difficulties with resilience, not letting them break your spirit. Fourth, spiritual discipline, actively training your inner self like an athlete, cultivating goodness. Fifth, seeking truthfulness and sincerity, being honest, pure in your intentions and your actions.
That alignment is key.
Absolutely. And sixth, this is a tough one, withdrawing the self from what it loves if it is wrong.
Ooh. Turning away from harmful desires, even if they feel good.
Exactly. It takes real strength. And the final principle here is binding it in poverty. Fucker.
Now, poverty, that sounds potentially misleading, too. It's not just about having no money, is it?
No, you're absolutely right to flag that. Fakir here is spiritual. It's about cultivating deep humility, recognizing our total dependence on God for everything.
Oh, okay.
It's letting go of ego, self-sufficiency, pride, embracing that need for the divine. The real aha moment here is how proactive this all is.
Right, you're not just reactive.
Exactly. You're actively shaping your inner world, using tools like healthy fear, discipline. It's like spiritual training for life. Really practical steps for anyone wanting self-mastery, a stronger inner core.
A really profound way to build that inner strength. Okay, so from the inside, let's look outwards. The third relationship, conduct with creation. Mostly how we deal with other people. Hugely important socially, right?
Yeah.
For communities.
Immensely important. And again, 7 principles for harmony here. The first 2 are foundational. Forbearance and forgiveness.
Patience and letting go.
Right. Forbearance is that patience, gentleness, even with mistakes. Forgiveness is actively letting go of grudges, pardoning others. Frees you both.
Powerful start for any relationship. What else guides how we treat others?
Then we have humility.
Yeah.
Acting without arrogance, seeing others as equals, recognizing that shared humanity. Fourth, generosity, giving freely time, resources, knowledge without expecting payback. Fifth, compassion, genuine care for others' well-being, empathy. Sixth, good counsel, offering sincere, helpful advice when needed with good intentions.
So it's really about actively contributing positively, not just do no harm. What's the final piece for interacting with others?
The seventh, and it kind of holds it all together, is justice and fairness. Treating everyone equitably, impartially, without prejudice. If you step back, you see these are the absolute bedrock for any healthy community, any functioning society. They build trust, respect. It shows how personal spiritual growth has to show up in how we treat others.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, these are real, actionable ways to improve relationships and just be a positive force. It's about collective well-being, not just individual piety.
It's clear, isn't it? Spiritual growth isn't just internal, it shapes the world around us.
Okay, final relationship. And this one feels very relevant today in our consumer culture. Conduct with this world. The text frames our relationship with material things as a real spiritual challenge.
Oh, absolutely. It's a major test for many of us. And yes, 7 principles here too. First, being content with what is at hand. Finding real satisfaction in what you have instead of always wanting more.
The opposite of keeping up with the Joneses.
Exactly. Which leads to the second.
Yeah.
Preferring what is available to what is not. Valuing your present blessings over some imagined future thing you don't have.
That's a powerful antidote to that constant dissatisfaction we see everywhere. What's next? Third, abandoning the quest for the elusive. Letting go of that endless chase for things just out of reach. It just breeds anxiety. Fourth, and this sounds strong, hating overabundance.
Okay, hating overabundance. That sounds extreme. Maybe ascetic. Is it really about hating wealth? Or is there more to it?
Good question. It's not about hating wealth itself or nice things. The nuance is key. It's about hating the spiritual danger of excessive materialism. How too much stuff can distract us, make us attached, pull us away from what really matters. It's about not letting possessions own you, which leads right into the 5th principle. Choosing abstinence, Zut.
And Zut, like Fark, probably needs a clarifying. It doesn't mean becoming a hermit, does it?
Not at all. That's a common misunderstanding. Zut is about moderation, yes, but more importantly, detachment of the heart.
Okay.
You can enjoy good things, nice clothes, good food, a comfortable home, but your heart isn't tied to them. You see them as temporary blessings, not the source of happiness.
So it's freedom.
Exactly. Spiritual freedom. You own things, they don't own you. It frees you from that constant craving, that anxiety.
That makes a huge difference. So the last couple of principles for dealing with the world.
The 6th is knowing the evils of this world and abandoning desire for it. Understanding its temporary nature, how distracting it can be if it becomes your main goal. And 7th, negating its dominance. Consciously stopping worldly worries and desires from ruling your heart, from overshadowing your spiritual goals. The big takeaway here isn't about giving everything up.
Right.
It's about freeing yourself from that exhausting chase for more. Finding peace by mastering your desires, not being a slave to them.
Wow. What a complete framework this is. And the text says, when someone embodies all these qualities conduct with Allah, self, creation, world, they're seen as one of Allah's elite, his close friends. It's a path to a truly balanced life.
It really is holistic.
So we've gone through these 4 big areas. What holds it all together? You mentioned this core concept, Ubudiyah.
Ah, yes, Ubudiyah. That's the thread connecting everything. At its heart, Ubudiyah means true, conscious servitude to God. Fully recognizing you're created, you're dependent.
Okay.
And here's the fascinating part the book explains. Its inner nature is Rububiyah. That's God's lordship, his role as sustainer, provider, protector.
So our servitude, Ubudiyah, and God's lordship, Ubudiyah, how do they connect? You mentioned a paradox earlier.
Exactly. There's a beautiful paradox. Whatever's missing in our servitude, we find in his lordship. And whatever seems hidden about his lordship, we uncover through our servitude.
Say more about that.
Think of it like this. The more we genuinely embrace being a servant, acknowledging our need, offering sincere devotion, the more we tap into and experience God's boundless care and support. That rububiyah, it's that aha moment, realizing surrender isn't weakness. It's where true strength and peace come from. By recognizing our dependence, we find our greatest power.
And the Quran touches on this, doesn't it? That verse from Surah Fussilat, 41.53. We will show them our signs in the universe and in their own souls until it becomes clear.
That it is the truth. Is it not sufficient that your Lord is a witness over all things?
Yes, a crucial verse. It speaks to God's constant presence, his oversight. He's always there, aware or not.
Right.
And the path to living in that state of Ubudiyah, it involves freeing yourself from those worldly attachments we talked about, guiding the self away from harm, teaching it patience. It means sometimes choosing discomfort over easy comfort if it helps you grow, finding quiet time for reflection, and always recognizing that deep need for Allah. It's about cultivating constant inner awareness.
It really echoes that incredible saying of the Prophet Muhammad, worship Allah as if you see him. Even if you do not see him, he sees you.
Precisely.
So simple, yet so deep. It brings that awareness right into every moment. It really does. It captures the essence. And this leads to one final, beautiful piece of wisdom from the Lantern of the Path. It's the meaning packed into the Arabic letters of the word abd itself, the word for servant, the root of Ubudiyah.
Oh, interesting. Like a hidden code.
Kind of. It acts as a perfect summary. The book breaks it down. The first letter, M, stands for ilm, knowledge, your knowledge of Allah. The journey starts with seeking knowledge.
Okay. N for knowledge.
Then Ba. It stands for bond distance, the distance you create between yourself and everything other than him. Detachment from distractions, harmful desires.
Da for distance from distractions.
And finally, Da. This stands for Dunu, nearness. Your closeness to Allah, an intimate connection with no barriers.
Knowledge, distance from distractions, nearness to God. Wow.
It's a really elegant way to see the whole path, isn't it?
Okay.
Through knowledge, by detaching, you achieve that closeness, and that's where true strength and purpose lie.
That is a profound way to wrap it all up. So we've journeyed through these 4 aspects of conduct: Allah, self, creation, world, and seen how they flow into Ubudiyah, true servitude. And that achieving this makes one close to God. You've basically just received a really comprehensive, actionable way to think about ethical and spiritual living. Ancient wisdom, but feels incredibly current.
It really does. And maybe that raises a question for you, listening right now. How could thinking about these 4 aspects and that meaning of abad maybe shift things in your daily life, your interactions, your inner world? Perhaps reflect on which of those 7 principles in each section really jumped out at you. Was contentment, forgiveness, maybe striving?
Right, find one that resonates.
Exactly. And then maybe ask, what's one small thing, one tiny step I could take, maybe even today, to start bringing just that one principle more into my life? Because that journey, it always starts with that first intentional step, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A perfect thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Lantern of the Path. We hope you continue your own journey of discovery. Until next time.